actually engage from here when you're starting to turn there.
Yeah, it feels totally different. Yeah.
So now that we got his tissue around his glutes and pelvis engaging,
Sí, lo
I am
siento.
ecstatic to get upstairs and watch him swing, being able to move his body and see what happens.
¿Lo sientes? Sí, lo siento.
Dos tours en un evento increíble. El Grant Thornton Invitational llega al Tiburón Golf Club en Naples, Florida. Lo mejor del PGA Tour y la LPGA se unen en uno de los eventos más destacados del golf. Los mejores del golf juntos en un mismo escenario.
Okay, Roger, this is the moment of truth. We got you moving more on the table downstairs. You got some more range of motion. Let's see. Let's get that body more engaged. Let's see how we do.
All right. I definitely feel a lot more loose, relaxed. A success for me would be to be able to make consistent contact and to have a semblance or an idea of where it's going and feel like it's consistently going to be going in that direction.
Hello.
That felt good.
It's a little bit different than the low left action we had there.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah. Moving my body, I feel like I just feel released.
Nice. Even though that was a little thin, at least it's straight.
Straight.
Right? See, I like how none of these balls had that low left tail that we had.
And
Really
I feel like it's going to go left, but it's not.
Nice.
A lot less effort.
Nice. So tell me about how are we feeling neck? How are we feeling back?
I don't feel anything in there.
Nice.
Because I don't feel like I'm using those muscles to do this. I feel like I'm just moving my body.
Sure.
And it feels like I'm exerting a lot less effort. A lot less effort.
Okay, so pitching wedge, unbelievable. But I really think the moment of truth is going to be this guy right here. I mean, we had a hard time getting this guy. We had a hard time getting this guy airborne. You think you want to give it a go?
Let's give it a whirl.
All right, let's see how we do.
Let's give it a smack.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
We'll take a little too.
Look at that.
If you like smoked on a rope,
195.
that's pretty good.
Wow.
And it's airborne.
Wow.
I love it. Let's see another one.
Wow.
Same deal. Just keep moving with your body. Hello. Roger.
Woo.
198 with a little buttercut. We'll take that.
Cut. Yep.
Yeah, your move's looking effortless. Look at this. 200 yards on a rope. So not bad in less than an hour's worth of work.
Wow. And they're not going left.
Right?
Anything they're telling right. That's amazing.
Yeah. Hello.
Wow. So when they showed me this and told me it was a 200 club, they weren't lying. I've never even seen that before. I've heard it on TV.
Very nice. Just kind of digesting and processing what happened there. When you put this in here, you put this 4 hybrid in your hand. I mean, I was a little embarrassed for you. I mean, we were topping.
It's okay.
I mean, it was a little bit. My heart was hurting. I was like, hey, we got some cameras here. You're probably nervous. This is not our best look. But to go from that to this, like, what are you? I I mean, I did not expect. I mean, I knew we were going to get you using your body. I did not expect it to be this good. Tell me what you're thinking. It's a 200-yard. I mean, you're hitting them buttercuts with a hybrid.
I mean, what I'm thinking is that everything is just body movement. I'm not thinking about all this stuff up over here that I would just spend so much time and energy focused on.
Sure.
All these swing thoughts. Now you just got it simplified to just moving the body back and through. You got me set up. You got me lined up square, I guess, because
Right.
they're going straight. And I'm just moving back and through, and I'm not really thinking about a lot of other stuff. So it's less processing.
The exciting part of this is we did this in less than an hour of us working together, just making some jump start, just kind of getting your body moving in a good direction. We're going to put together a strategic plan for you, where we're actually going to get stronger in these places. So today, we kind of got your brain introduced to some new movements, some new activity to be able to obviously be able to hit a 200-yard pull iron. But what's going to make this stick and what's going to make this hold is the corrective exercise plan we're going to put together for you. That's obviously going to continue to take your pain away, but allow you to take your performance and shot dispersion on a whole other level.
I'm ready to go to the course.
You excited?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Ponerlo cara.
If you're struggling with neck pain, this exercise will help you reach your apex. Now, one of the biggest causes of neck pain is when the collarbones actually lower. And the reason the collarbones lower is due to tightness here in the front of our shoulder. There's a muscle called your pec minor that lays at the angle of my fingers here that actually pulls your collarbones down. And when your collarbones get pulled down, the muscles that attach to your collarbone there at the base of your skull actually get stretched. So pay attention. I'm going to show you a good way how to get these muscles to engage underneath the collarbone. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a scarecrow here with your arms. And when you come up, if you look at my arms, you want to make sure that this arm stays perpendicular to the ground as it comes up. You don't want the arms coming in as an angle. I'll show you why. If your arms come at an angle, can you see how the dumbbells touch? The whole goal of what's going to be able to get the muscles underneath my scapula to squeeze is by getting my biceps in close to my ears. So if I come up like this, you can see my forearms are staying perpendicular. See how close those biceps are getting into my ears? That is what's getting all those muscles under my collarbone to engage. So you can see too, the motion of which I'm doing this is the pace. If I come here and if I just jump quickly, I'm going to use my tricep, which is going to miss the muscles underneath my collarbone. So out of the gate, I'm nice and controlled, staying all the way controlled at the top, getting my biceps in close to my ears, coming down under control. So if you're struggling with neck pain, this is the exercise for you. It will help you reach your apex. Roger, it's good to have you back in here at Apex, bud. So I've been loving your progress. I've been seeing your progress in the app. I understand that we had a first here. So before you came to Apex, had you ever broken 80?
Never.
So since Apex, in the last 90 days, have you broken 80?
I broke it 4 times.
4 times?
And a couple of near misses.
Get out of here. That is awesome.
Not only have I I've broken 84 times, and not only has my handicap dropped like a hot knife through butter, I also shot an 83 at Shinnecock. That is one tough track.
Let me take a quick look at your range of motion here and to see how we're doing progression-wise. Go ahead and sit up tall. I'm going to put this arms across your chest here. Good. Let me see you go ahead and rotate around to your right. Beautiful. Good. Back out here. Go ahead and rotate around to your left. Keep turning, keep turning. Beautiful. Back out. Roger has significantly improved pretty much everywhere in his body range of motion line. So the thing that sticks out to me the most is his ability to turn his neck left and right. One, you can't do that unless your trunk is in alignment. So that's one of the big things we worked on with some of his homework. But also just knowing on the golf course, it's going to allow him to turn and stay centered on the ball. So when Roger first came in, his move was more armsy and more drifty. A lot of that had to do with the fact that he lacked the adequate left cervical rotation he needed to stay centered on the golf ball. Bend this knee. Go ahead and lift this knee up here. Good. Coming out this way here. Beautiful. Good. You can go ahead and come on and sit up. Really good. So we got an A+ on your exam. Someone's been doing their homework.
Usually on my Friday foursome, I'm the guy that was like, oh yeah, I'm stuck with Roger. But now they want to play with me. I'm the guy that they want to play with. So it's certainly changed things on the golf course.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have our slider here. We're going to put our slider under our foot. Same deal here. Go ahead, pull your heel back to your butt. Good. And come back out. And as you come back out, you're still going to leave tension on the band here. Go ahead and pull back. And the reason why I want you to do this with the band versus the cable is the resistance profile of the band gets tighter as you get further in the range, which is actually going to get up higher in the pelvis. Now for you, being able to get high up in that hamstring is going to help with your pelvis alignment, which is going to keep your pelvis there, but also drastically help things with your neck. Now you've been doing these at home. I'm going to give you a little progression of it. So you can see the band in here is in a straight line. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to sit you at an angle here. You're going to make the same motion. You're going to pull straight back. But now it's a line of force pulling at an angle, which is going to force you to use, you're still high up in the hamstring, but you're on the inside part of the hamstring. And that's the part that you grab when you go into your backswing and follow through. The inside, high upper inside is what you're using to get deep into your hips. Phenomenal. Just like that.
As a doctor, I know a lot about anatomy, but Randall's taken it a step further in terms of how we're kind of connecting our brain and teaching our brain and allowing our brain to kind of feel more comfortable in types of exercises or different ranges of motion that's really not typically normal or something that we typically work on.
All right, Roger, so you've been telling me about these rounds. You had 4 rounds in the 80s, and 83 at Shinnecock, which is the championship golf course. I think I'm going to put you in the grease a little bit. I'll take you out to the course. How do you feel about it?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Now, I know last time we were here, we struggled that hybrid was your toughest club in the bag. I want you to hit that for the people and see if we can actually pull that off. You think you can hit your hybrid for me?
Let's do it. I can do it.
All right, let's see what you got. Okay, Roger, we're here at Lake Nona Golf and Country Club. We're on the 18th hole. This is no easy of a finishing hole. We have water left, and I actually have you backed up here at 215, okay? This is going to be a heck of a shot. So now I see that we have our 22 hybrid. How far did you hit this before you started working with me?
180, 185.
So now I got you in the grease.
Yeah.
And how's your body feel?
My body feels great.
Good.
Ready to rock.
Well, I'm going to put you to the test here. This is an AP test. Let's see how we do.
All right.
So 100% I'm thinking right now I've set Roger up for failure. We got 215 yards. It's in the morning. This is a hard shot. I'm a professional golfer, and this is a hard shot for me to hit right out the gate early in the morning. Hello. Roger. A little bounce up. That actually just rolled past the pin. You actually flew the crease from 215 when you're 22. Good job, my man.
So before working with Randall, this shot 215 just wasn't possible. I'm thinking maybe I'd take an iron and try to lay it up there and give myself a good opportunity to try to get up and down on the green for a par. But now, after working with Randall and really giving me pretty much what I'm calling effortless power, these shots aren't as daunting anymore. And I'm just really thinking about just turning my body and just letting it release.
When you first start playing golf, you think about trying to hit the ball. So you think about baseball, you have these motions where you're using your arms and hands to hit. That is the opposite. That is not what you want to do for golf. You're going to injure yourself, or you're going to limit you're going to limit your body's ability to be able to be efficient, but you're also setting yourself up for injury. So there's one takeaway that you guys can take away from Roger's experience: lead with your body to hit the golf shot.
My goals moving forward in the game of golf is just to continue to have fun. That's really what it's about for me. I know I'm not making it to the PGA Tour or even the Senior PGA Tour, but really the goal for me is to have fun with my friends and really to come out in the golf course and just have a good time and not leave frustrated, because leaving golf frustrated is really not fun.
I mean, I'm so happy for you, but not only for you gaining more speed and playing now in the short term, I just know we're literally adding years to the life capacity of your body for golf. I'm fired up, amigo.
Thank you so much, man.
I'm not tournament sharp yet. No, I'm still not there. These are 20 of the best players in the world, and I'm not sharp enough to compete against them at this level. So when I'm ready to compete and play at this level, then I will.
So Tiger will not be competing this week, but the Hero World Challenge tournament host did meet with media earlier today. Reaction and analysis coming up right here on Golf Central.
Golf Central, brought to you by Callaway Golf.
And hello again, and welcome into Golf Central. I'm Rich Lerner. Holiday season traditions, Rockettes at Radio City. Tiger sitting next to Dr. Pawan Munjal of the Hero World Company, talking about his wake of another back surgery. As he nears his 49th birthday, and with the professional game he once dominated in flux, Tiger's at a point where his physical condition is now only a small part of what the press is interested in. The tournament host and five-time Hero winner spoke with the media earlier today at Albany in the Bahamas.
The year went on, it just kept progressively getting worse, to the point where it just wasn't getting better from treatments or laying around resting or even activations, and nothing felt good. And then their MRI showed that.
Do you still have the same fire that you did in years past, coming back from an injury to return this time? And what is the thing that you miss the most about not being out here?
The fire still burns to compete. The difference is the recovery of the body to do it is not what it used to be. I still love doing it. I love competing. We're competing at anything, whether it's we're playing cards or we're playing golf. No matter what it is, I love competing. That's never going to leave. But as far as the recovery process of going out there and doing it again and again and again and doing it consistently at a high level, I can't, for some reason the body just won't recover like it used to. And that's part of age and part of an athlete's journey.
You're part of the PGA Tour Policy Board. Recently, the board approved a change in field sizes and exemptions for players from 125 to 100. Why do you, as a board member, feel like that is good for the PGA Tour?
Well, I think the entire, well, I'd say the majority of the tour felt the same way. The PAC was involved. The subcommittees on the PAC were involved, and it was unanimous across the board what we need to do to present a better product and to something better for our fans, for our events, our sponsors. Redefining what Tour Pro is, streamlining that. Yes, playing opportunities have been reduced at certain parts, but also then again, we also have player equity in this as well, involved as well, which has never happened before. So the players who are playing, they're going to get well compensated going forward, in which that was never the case.
What is your opinion on the possibility of American players being paid to play in the Ryder Cup?
Well, I would have to say that going back to my playing days, we had the same conversation back in '99, and it was we didn't want to get paid. We wanted to give more money to charity. And the media turned it around against us and said we want to get paid. It's no, I mean, the Ryder Cup itself makes so much money. Why can't we allocate it to various charities? And what's wrong with each player, 12 players getting $1 million, and you go divvy it out to amazing charities that they're involved in, that they can help out? It's their hometowns and where they're from, all the different junior golf associations or endeavors that the members are involved in. It is never really bent about getting paid. Is how can we allocate funds to be able to help our sport or help teams that we believe in back home, because it's so hard to get onto that team. There's only 12 guys. What's wrong with being able to allocate more funds?
So do you think, again, now the issue is one of messaging, that the players should make it clear whatever money they get will go to charity?
I hope they get $5 million each and donate all to charity, different charities. Okay, right? I think it's great. What's wrong with that?
What has the discussions been on how precisely to better the product to fans?
Well, that's our fan initiative. Is we're asked the fans on a multiple layers of what we need to do to make their experience better and how they want to view the game, how they can participate in the game. And so, yeah, we're trying to activate all that in going into 2025. Maybe making alterations, on the fly and into 26, 27, and into the TV contract negotiations. So, yeah, we're moving on the fly to try and give everyone the best product we possibly can, and give the game peace that it needs. This has been a very difficult time in the game of golf. I think that a lot of it has been distractions and the beauty of the game of golf, and obviously we're trying to unify that and give the fans the best experience of it that we know we can give them.
You may have heard Todd Lewis was in that press conference. He joins us now from Albany in the Bahamas. Todd, how did Tiger look? How did he sound to you?
Well, first off, Rich, I want to go back to a year ago. It was at this event. He held a press conference and he talked about the upcoming year in 2024, and he said with pretty strong optimism that he feels like his body will allow him to play once a month in 2024. Well, that did not happen. He played only 5 events and made the cut only once. Now, he had that back procedure, his 6th back procedure in September. Today, a little more reserved in regards to looking forward to 2025. He doesn't really want to write checks that maybe his body can't cash for the upcoming year. So he didn't really give a target date, but he is trending with his body. I can tell you that talking to him in his camp. He has ramped up in the gym. He has been hitting golf balls and playing golf alongside his 15-year-old son, Charlie. They've been playing a lot of golf. By the way, Charlie's got a swing speed, or ball speed, I should say, at 100 miles per hour, 180 miles per hour, excuse me. That is tour level. I wouldn't be surprised if those two do play the PNC Championship. That's still a possibility because Tiger will be in a cart, and it's only 2 days of competition. We shall see if that indeed happens. But according to his camp, if things keep going in a positive direction after this procedure, it looks like that he will be playing at least as many tournaments in 2025 that he played in 2024. And if his body is more positively reactive, then maybe he could add the players. Maybe he could add the Memorial. But right now, Tiger has decided not to give any targets as to when or where he will play for next year.
We have this conversation every December, it seems. Tiger saying the fire still burns competitively,
It goes.
but it's just harder to get that engine
It
started.
goes.
A lot of wear and tear, and he turns 49 years of age December 30th. Todd, how did you read Tiger's comments about the negotiations with the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia?
Well, he doesn't give any details, which is understandable. He is actually representing the PGA Tour and PGA Tour Enterprises as a member of the transaction subcommittee, and you don't hear details from anybody that's in that room negotiating with the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia, whether it's Tiger, whether it's Rory, whether it's Commissioner Monahan. But from 50,000 feet above, it sounds like things are progressing, although slowly, but still progressing in a positive manner. He did say that he thinks a deal will be done. In regards to the details of what that deal will look like, well, he didn't really give any answers to that, but that does give us an indication that not only is the PGA Tour in a positive frame of mind negotiating with PIF, but also representatives for the Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia are also in a positive frame of mind and trying to get this deal done. So, not surprising, details were not given by Tiger, but it sounds like things are progressing and no setbacks right now.
So really nothing new on that front, Todd. Thank you. We'll check back in with you in just a few minutes. And we welcome now Golf Channel analyst Paige McKenzie. Paige, thanks for being with us. Most newsworthy, interesting part of what you heard from Tiger earlier today?
For me, it was, again, the ongoing discussions with the PIF and trying to glean any sort of detail out of that discussion that he had. Again, not a lot of information, but he, of course, mentions the DOJ, which will be a part of this potential negotiation. Obviously, there's more optimism with the incoming administration, with the Trump administration. We saw Rumayan, sitting next to Trump at the UFC fight a couple of weeks ago. I think it would be naive not to think that Trump would be an interested party in knowing what is going on with both the PIF and the PGA Tour, given that he has hosted events at both locations. So just understanding exactly what kind of obstacles may be facing this negotiation part of the negotiation process is what I was paying most closely attention to with Tiger Woods today.
You know, you talk about the product and they're doing these fan surveys. I couldn't help but think, I'll give you something that'll put the game back on track. Tiger playing as he did 25 years ago. We know that that's not going to happen, but do you think he has anything left in the tank? Why or why not?
Well, you saw the eyes light up as soon as he started talking about being competitive. So no doubt the desire, the mental capacity, all of those things are still in there. So it's a matter of really where the physical health is going to fall for the remainder of his playing career. And I think we all know that's been the biggest question mark for the last decade with Tiger Woods. You had a funny intro. I give you a lot of credit for your creativity, bringing in the Rockettes to intro the show. I would also say in my household, it's less Rockettes, more Elf on the Shelf, but unfortunately, it's Tiger on the bench at this time of year. It seems as though this press conference in particular, I feel like has always been very much a gauge of what to expect in the upcoming year. And unfortunately, the outlook is not great. There's just so many question marks remaining, and every time there's question marks, it seems as though there's been, with few exceptions, just a very few appearances of Tiger Woods in the upcoming season. So I'm hopeful. It'll be my New Year's wish that we see Tiger Woods more, because I know the desire is there, the competitiveness is there, but the optimism is not.
We are in football season. Tigers like the old running back. I think about Earl Campbell, the great Texas Longhorn legend. Tigers taking so many hits, just so many miles on that body. Paige will come back to you in just a little bit after this short break. Todd will come back with an update on world number one Scotty Scheffler's playing schedule in 2025. Look forward to that.
Si te apasiona el juego, Golf Today es para ti. Con nuestra experiencia, conocimiento y acceso, lideramos la conversación diaria del deporte que amas. Entrevistas, ruedas de prensa, en el campo y en la práctica. Nuestra talentosa lista de presentadores y analistas abarca todo el mundo para brindarle la información que necesita en primer lugar. Sintoniza Golf Today.
Scotty Scheffler closed out his year in style, winning Tigers event